they're offering their firstborns to it. That's how good it is. They're just like, oh, you can have little Joseph. Hey beautiful people, welcome back. I hope that you guys are all having such an amazing day and that you are as excited as I am, because obviously today we're bringing back my month-end favorites video, and I haven't done one of these in so freaking long, and it feels so good to sit down. I went through everything that I've been using since, I want to say like the end of November when I went to Colorado, and I gathered all the stuff in my head and I wrote it all down, and then I whittled that list down and down and down to, I think I have 10 or 11 products that we're going to talk about, because what I didn't want was for this video to be like this large, cumbersome, oh my god, this overdrawn thing that it shouldn't be. Like, I really wanted to take the time, narrow it down as much as possible, and really deliver for you guys what I've been using a ton and reaching for and why. So I'm very, very excited to bring you this video. Also, I wanted to mention really quickly, if you like this eye look and you're wanting to see it, it is featured in the Natasha Denona Love Glow video, which I will link up here. I did this eye look with that palette. It did like a sped up version in there because obviously I did the original review and then I played with it again today, and I wanted to give you guys two eye looks. So if you missed it, that's where it's from. You can see the colors that I use, application, all of that over there. And then for the rest of the face, I will have it linked down below. So going into my first product, this one is actually from Octoly. It was sent to me, which means I didn't pay for it, but it's not PR. I'm not paid. It's not sponsored, anything like that. My opinions and thoughts are my own, but it was sent to me for free. And guys, I never thought in 1,000 years I would get this. So I am beyond excited to have it in my favorites video, because I received from Octoly the FOREO Luna 2, and this is so exciting. I haven't used one of these in so long, and that's actually the whole reason I'm leading in with it first, because a few years ago, I want to say I had one of these. It was blue, and it was the same size and everything, and it was, oh gosh, like the original Luna maybe. I had it 2 or 3 years ago, and at the time I had really, really awful, like my acne and everything was just crazy out of control, and I always thought, like, because I switched from this over to a Clarisonic, and I thought that it was, oh, the Clarisonic is what, you know, it cured me and it helped and it was more aggressive and it just really helped to cleanse my skin. So I always said that if you wanted one of these, they're a really nice tool, but they're not good if you have cystic acne or like really enlarged pores and that sort of thing. But after using this for a month with the soap that I use now and have been using, which is that Innisfree soap, my skin still looks so, so good. And there's so many benefits, I feel like, to this one. I'm not saying that I'm gonna throw away my Clarisonic. Well, actually, I can't throw away my Clarisonic because my mom already told me she's gonna take this. Y'all might think I'm kidding, but I'm 100% not. My mom has the travel version, and she could never commit to the big one because obviously she knows they're expensive. And she was like, oh, I don't know. Like, do I want to? Do I not? You know, she hemmed and hawed about it. And then when I got this one from Octoly, she was super excited. She's like, so, you know, tell me a little bit more about it. I should have saw it coming. I was like, oh, well, this backside right here, you can use it. Like, the pulsations are really good. It helps your skincare penetrate deeper. It helps with like fine lines and wrinkles, and if you have crow's feet, you know, you can really help like massage, circulate the skin. And I started telling her like all of the benefits to it, and she goes, oh, I'm gonna need that. And I was like, damn, okay. And don't get me wrong, she's my mother. She gave birth to me, so like she can have anything she wants, because like, ow. Anyways, oh my god, guys. bunny trail. I am so sorry. And then the other side of it that I really like that I wanted to highlight is the sustainability of this. It actually said in the spec sheet, which y'all know me, I'm gonna test that spec sheet. Ooh, lordy, I'm gonna test it. So I plugged it in and it said with one full charge, you can get like 680 uses. So I thought to myself, well, hell, if I charge this at the beginning, when I first get it, fully charge it, I should be able to use this for an entire month without plugging it in. And I'll be damned. I did. It has worked all month on one charge, and all the charge is a little port. It's like a USB cable, same jack you plug your like cell phone charger into. And I think the biggest selling point for me on these that I love and that my mom loves is that you don't ever have to buy a replaceable head. So if you are someone that you don't mind purchasing like the product itself, but you're not sure about the repurchasing of the heads and you know, is it going to be a hassle? Which head's going to be right for me? There's all these options. This is a really good, what I would call just like a nice foolproof standard option. It comes in 4 different textures up here for various skin types, which is also really cool. I just really like it. So guys, it's a favorite. I'm done talking because I feel like I just talked for 8 hours on this one product, but damn, I've been liking it. So the next product we're going to talk about is something I have been obsessed with since I went to Colorado. There's one more product, no, 2 more products that I got in Colorado we're going to talk about, but this is life changing. It's not makeup, but guys, I have not been the same. Have you tried this? This is the Hemp's Triple Moisturizer Herbal Whipped Body Cream. Oh Oh my God, on every level, this is like the moisturizer of my dream. The way that it smells is purely intoxicating. It is so, so good. This is actually one she got me for Christmas. My best friend, when I went out to see her, she saw that I like fell in love with hers. She had the handheld one, and every time she looked away, I was like, what are you talking about? It's really dry here in Colorado, isn't it? I had to borrow some of your hand cream. Don't talk about it. So when Christmas came around, she had one of these sent my way, and I was so pumped. So then I went ahead and I also bought a mini, which is empty, and I'm gonna refill it out of this bottle. I have a whole system planned. It's fine. I promise. I promise I'm not addicted, except I am. On a real level, guys, you know that I have a really difficult time when it comes to like textures or dryness, just because like fibro, autoimmune. For me, touching something or like feeling a texture is amplified times 1,000, especially on my hands. So every single time I wash my hands, they feel like they go from normal to cracked, dry Sahara Desert in one wash. Even though they don't, that's what it feels like. And so this has been something that it's invaluable. Every time I wash my hands, I put this on. It creates a moisture like barrier on my hands, and like almost like slipping on a glove. That's how like moisturizing it feels, but it doesn't make my hands feel like super slimy or weird. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. It's amazing. It smells so good. It is by far one of the best. Like I used to think I knew what a good like moisturizer lotion was. Girl, I did not. Not until now, okay? This is so, so good. I will of course have it and the little mini hand one linked down below. I don't think I've met one person that I had them try it and they were like, ew. Because everyone is too busy, damn it. They're too busy falling in love with it. They're offering their firstborns to it. That's how good it is. They're just like, oh, you can have little Joseph, because it is so good. Wow, that went really far, really fast. Take it down a notch. Y'all, I love this lotion. I'm not gonna talk about it a ton, but well, any longer than I already have. It's so good. Oh my God, so good. So something I probably should have mentioned, when I went out to Colorado, everyone always mentions like, oh, it's dry in Colorado. Well, I'm from Michigan, so I'm used to winter and like that sort of dry. I'm used to summer and like the heat, being baked in 90-degree weather. And I'm used to a level of dryness that like I assumed would be similar to what I would have found out in Colorado. And boy, was I wrong. When I got out there, I couldn't believe nothing that I took with me. I took my own lotions, my own chapsticks, my own everything. Literally nothing would touch how dry. I felt like a shriveled up little damn prune. I felt like SpongeBob when you take him out the water and he becomes a crusty old sink sponge. Like I felt like just not a good situation. And so when I went there, we were in the mall, and at this point I'd already fallen in love with her lotion that she kept in her purse and asked for it every 12 seconds because I'm such a nice friend. And like I could have at just any point went and got my own, but instead I just like kept, you know, taking hers. But anyways, went into American Eagle while we were in the mall, and I was talking to my friend about how my lips were super dry. Like I brought chapsticks, I brought lip oils, I brought everything I thought I could have needed, and literally nothing was helping. Like I was just, and it was not a good situation, right? So while we're having this conversation, the worker at American Eagle turns around. She was so, so sweet. And she said, did you just say that you have dry lips? I'm like, yes. Oh my God. It is the worst. They are awful. I can't fix them. Like, don't look. Oh my God. And it was just driving me crazy because I mean, I've tried everything. And she said, you need to try this. And she pointed to their little shelf. And I am telling you, this is the best purchase of a lifetime. I don't know what that was. But if you have not tried this, I know it's from American Eagle, which makes it seem a little bit sketchy, but this is from their Mood line. This is their Chill Mind and Body, and this is the Cool Coconut CBD infused lip balm. Now, the blue one is my favorite. I've also tried lavender. I just prefer the blue one. But I've repurchased this. Count them 1, 2, 3 times, okay? I have the original tube that I had in Colorado. That one is almost gone. I keep a tube with me in my pocket when I go to work, and I have a tube that I keep with me for my pajama pocket. That way I am never without it while I'm editing. And I know it seems excessive, but y'all, I don't mess around with these dry, cakey, crusty lips, and this stuff is so freaking good. So the next item that I have, I'm gonna try to not spend a ton of time on it just to keep it moving, but this is something that I did get from Kathleen Lights. Not the item, girl. I wish. Hello. Oh my God. What a great day. But no, it's an idea that I got from Kathleen Lights. She said when she travels, she doesn't take with her any new perfume or anything like that. Instead, instead, when she gets there, they go and they pick it out, and she lets that scent tie her to that. Like, she wears it every day while they're there. And then when she gets back home and wears it, every time she wears it, she thinks of where they traveled to. And I love that idea so freaking much. So while we were there, my best friend and I, we decided to do that together. And we went and picked out this perfume. And I know I should have stopped wearing it at some point, but y'all, I cannot. This is Gucci Flora. This is Gorgeous Gardenia. Oh, like, can you see the bottle right here? I've used, dare I say, oh yeah, I've used half of it. I've used half of it. I love this perfume so much. Oh my God, it has such an amazing smell. And the reason that we chose this, and I will link it obviously down below. I'm not even gonna try to explain to you why I love it, because I will do such a horrible job, but this has such amazing, like, light. Wow, that feels like a lug nut. That is a hefty cap. Sorry, details. But this really, for me, it just has this beautiful aroma. Well, I'm not wearing perfume. I mean, why not? This was like, oh yeah, smells so good. But this has such amazing, like, light floral notes to it, and there's like a heaviness that carries that fragrance through with it. I can't explain it. I highly recommend checking it out if you're going through like a Sephora, or there's a Penny's with a Sephora in it, or if they have it at Nordstrom's or whatever. I'll link a couple of options down below, but this is so unbelievably amazing. It smells fantastic. And because I can't describe or, like, you know, explain notes or anything, I'm also going to link a fragrance video that Jen Love's Review did. I'm going to link it down below because I love the way that she explained notes and fragrance. And if you're like me and you would love to learn about it, because I'm not great at explaining it, she did a fantastic job talking about everything fragrance. She did a deep dive into everything about it, whether it's, you know, how the pyramid works as far as top, middle, and like heavy notes and all of. I don't even think that was right, but she did a full video. I'll link it down below. This smells amazing. Oh my God. Oh my God. My friend and I, we smelled so good that day. We smelled so good our whole trip. I was just like, because why not? Okay, so we're moving into the fifth item, and this one is not makeup, but then after this, I promise there is makeup type items. So bear with me for, I would say like 90% of you don't care, but then there's that 10% that are just like, give me makeup. And I understand. It's coming. Just give me a second, because girl, you need to know about this. This is amazing. It's from Redken, and this is their Satin Wear Heat Styling Technology Thermal Smoothing Blow Dry Lotion. Holy freaking crap. This is amazing. This was actually the other part of my Christmas present that I got from that friend that I went to go see in Colorado, and I love it. She's actually a hairstylist, cosmetologist, whatever. I don't even know what she's technically degreed in, but she's so damn smart. And she sent this to me and she was like, Paige, I just knew you would love it. Like, it smells amazing. It does such a good job. She is not kidding. This is like the best thermal protectant I think I've ever used. It has such an amazing smell, obviously, but it has this way of, like, when it goes into your hair, it protects it, and like you can tell that it coated everything, but it's so soft, and it really does have like a satin finish. It makes my hair feel really nice and light, but also almost like you put like a lightweight oil in it, but there's no oil quality to it. Like, that's just the level of shiny and pretty and bouncy that you get. And this one, because it's 04 satin wear, it's actually spec'd out as mild control. And on the back, it says that you apply it once, add heat to reshape new styles over and over again. Our ultimate blending product for every blowout. Lightweight lotion applies to protect you up to 450 degrees, and it helps control frizz, use on damp hair, and blow dry. And what I've loved about this is that, like, on second day hair, like today, for example, this is second day hair. So a lot of times when I put my hair up, I like to go through and I'll kind of refresh and give myself a little bit of a curl or something to the ends. And I love that when this is in there, I'm still getting all that same protection and the styling, but it does help to kind of hold my new curl and kind of keep everything shaped together. It helps give me a little volume, but it never goes in and feels like clunky or thick or just like weighted on my hair. And I'm absolutely obsessed with this. This is probably these two Christmas presents, like, girl, you killed it. You knocked it out of the damn park. They are so good. Okay, so now let's go ahead and talk about a couple of makeup items I have been loving in the last month or so. This one I'm gonna start off with. I think I talked about it in What's New at Walgreens, which I will link up there. These are the Milani Ludicrous glosses. I have them in the shade Too Legit and So Fly, and these are so beautiful. I absolutely love them. They have the most stunning like gloss to them, but they also have just enough color that you can wear them with a lip liner, you can wear them without if you want them to be a little bit less intense. And I happen to pick these two colors. So this one right here, oh my God, it's just so freaking pretty. This is the shade So Fly. And what I love is that like right now in swatch, it looks really thick, or not thick, it looks more dense for color. But when you go in and if you spread it out, like if I were to put that on my lips and smooth it out, I can really manipulate the color and that level of opacity to be something that's lighter, to be just in the center of the lip, or on most days I've been wearing them all over the lip by themselves and they just look so beautiful. And I have talked about these a little on camera. I want to say I wore them in maybe one or two other videos, just like at the end to throw on a lip. My favorite out of the two is the shade So Fly, because it is more of a brown nude, but it has like a mauvey undertone, so it really works with a ton of colors and a ton of lips, a ton of eye looks, and I just have been loving these. They're really nice. They do have a little bit of a thicker consistency, so that's definitely something to keep in mind if you're, you know, concerned about the texture end of it. But for me, I like to take them and I'll put them more so on the outskirt of my lip and then kind of blend them in, and they don't feel nearly as thick. I just don't put them like on the inner butthole rim region, and I'm fine. So next up, I have a couple of brushes I want to talk about. They were all sent to me in PR, but there's two different brands. So first thing I want to talk about is actually from Kaleidos. This is their H1 brush. I love this so much. You can see this is the width right here, like side to side, and then if you narrow it down, that's how thick it is. And I love this brush. I know it's completely random. I love it for my nose. That's bronzer, what you're seeing all over it right there. I use this every single day for my nose. I love to run it up the side right here and on the other side over here, obviously. But for me, the magic, like, yes, it does a good job, obviously, hitting up that area, but I love the way that it shapes right in on like a no makeup day. I use this to run all through my eyes, like right through the crease. I blend it up toward my brow bone. I blend it out down here. I give myself just this nice, easy, effortless shape. And this brush is fantastic for that. So I wanted to give it a shout out because, like I said, I've been using it like every single day, and it is just so good at blending and buff. Oh God, it's amazing. Next two brushes I have are from Refer, and these are so good. This is their number 4 and their number 5. Like I mentioned, they were sent to me. This one right here is an angled brush, so I use this more as a blush application, and I love the petiteness of this brush, which for me is very abnormal. I'm not typically like a petite blush kind of girl. I'm like, I got a big old face, like let's slather it on. But there's something about the softness and the way that this brush just applies on your cheek. I love using it for like lighter toned colors, lighter pinks that I really want to buff into my skin and just make it look super seamless. This brush for that is so good. I also like to turn it on the point right here, and I'll use it to sweep on like a highlight if I want to do a lighter, slightly more demure highlight, or if I want to do a blush topper to pair with a highlight, I'll run it right in here and it works beautifully for that. So this brush right here, standout quality. And this one right here is the number 5, and this brush, quite frankly, I will use for anything because it's so good, it's so soft, and it works in a ton of different applications. Whether it's blending out like a more intense bronzer, you can use it to really get right up in the hollows of your cheeks and really blend out that harshness. You can use it to dust away bake, or for me, I like to buff in baking or brightening powder under the eyes right through here. And it doesn't have like the domed pointed shape, but it does have a really nice softness that lets me blend all the powders up on this ridge of my cheekbone where I typically have more texture. And this helps to go in because it's so soft and smooth. It just gently buffs in that whole area, and it buffs away, like, or buffs in or whatever, gets rid of any excess powder, and it just always looks so good. Also, I have used this for blush as well, just to kind of lightly sweep on or buff in. You can use it for everything, and it looks so good. All right, now my next product that I have is something I've been using for, I want to say about 3 weeks, so definitely a January favorite, and this is something I am obsessed with. I'm not going to spend a ton of time here because all of the internet has already been obsessed with it. This Cover FX blush duo, y'all, I want every single damn one, okay? These are so beautiful. The texture of the matte side is stunning. I actually have them swatched right here because I was playing because I can't help myself. And it's just beautiful. Everything about it, the way that it works, the matte side just melts into your skin and looks so effortless and natural. It's never matte to where it looks flat. It's matte to where it just looks like it's actually your skin. And same with the shimmery side. Like, you mix the two together and you just throw them on the cheek. I like to take a fluffy brush and just dabble in both. And it has this way, like, the texture is so light and airy. It just feels, dare I say, effortless. Like, it gives me that I tried, but I didn't feel. And I think for makeup, for me in my day-to-day life, like that's what I strive for, because I want everything to look like it's there, but I don't want it to look like it's over the top or it's dramatic. Like I need you to see it, but not see it too much. And this is that product. So if you haven't checked it out, this is the shade Soft Peach. I know it comes in a ton of other colors, but this is the one I have and I am obsessed. And for the record, I was dead against buying this. I was like, no, absolutely not. It's overhyped. It's over whatever. It's not. And if you're like me and you're like, absolutely not, I'm never gonna pay that for a blush duo. I said the same thing and here I sit raving about it because it's that good. I could use like, there are so many other blushes you guys have seen. I don't even want to talk about how many blushes I have. It's embarrassing. And I have reached for this day in and day out by itself, and I have not had like any feelings other than, ooh, where's my Cover FX blush? Ooh, where's my Cover FX blush? Like and I only have one shade. I'm not reaching for anything even diverse because I love the shade, the texture, the quality, the way that it looks. I love everything about it. So moral of the story, amazing, amazing. And then the last product that I have to share with you is the foundation I've been using so much in this past month. Like I would say solid for the last 3 weeks, I've been wearing this foundation if I wasn't filming because it's so beautiful. And that is the Zoeva Authentic Skin. This is their natural luminous foundation. And I have it in the shade 050 and Beautiful. Now, the first thing I'm gonna say is that it does oxidize. So if you are anywhere near my complexion, do not buy this shade. This is not my color. It is way too dark. And actually real quick, just to kind of piggyback off of that, I want to show you. So this is the swatch that I had before that I let dry down. And then right next to it here, I want to put a fresh little dot just so you can see the oxidizing I'm talking about. So, oh wow, that's a big difference. So this is what I just freshly applied. And then this color all over here is it dried down. So if you've seen me on Instagram or something and you're like, Paige, what the hell you got going on? Like, do you have a line or something? I didn't realize it was doing this for the first, like, I don't know, week and a half that I was wearing it. So there were so many days that I left and I was like, I look so good. And then, cause that's exactly how I act when I leave the house. Wow. But I thought I looked fantastic. And then I looked and I saw this and it just took me forever to realize. So moral of the story, it does oxidize. Keep that in mind when choosing your color. The wear on this throughout the day is beautiful. Like it sits stunningly. It's a perfect amount of luminosity in the sense that you get the luminous quality, but it doesn't make you look like oily or like thick and cakey and gummy. It works really well with a ton of different powders. You can set it a ton of different ways. I've used it with anything from a regular setting powder all the way to a foundation powder, and it looks beautiful. It works well with multiple setting sprays, multiple primers, and it has this way of like making my skin look like it's perfected and natural. And I have not seen that out of a foundation in a very long time. What I love about this, I think the most, is the finish, because it makes my skin look like it's natural, like it's completely natural, but it's perfect. Like when you look at a model or something on TV and they're just like, oh, I don't have any makeup on. And you're like, girl, no, like that has to be a lie, but it's their actual skin. This is that for my face. Like I don't know any other way to describe it. It makes it look perfect and just everything is so even, but it looks so stunning and just pleasant on the skin. It doesn't look like it's thick and caked with makeup. It looks perfect. You guys, that is it. That's the end of my month-end favorites. Let me know anything that you have been loving and obsessed with over the last couple of months, because we haven't had any time to talk about this because I haven't done one. So anything that you've been loving, whether it's, you know, hair care, skincare, makeup, what have you, leave it down in the comments. Are there any of these that I mentioned that you have tried that you also love? Because I love hearing from you guys. I just love talking about good things. Like, isn't that the point, or at least it used to be the point of makeup YouTube, was just to talk about good, talk about bad, and just like dive in. And these videos, they just like warm my soul. So let me know down below your favorites, anything, or even things that didn't work out. You can leave that as well. I love hearing those, so then I don't buy them. Thank you very much. If you haven't checked me out yet on Instagram and on Twitter, they will both be linked down in the description box. All of these products will also be listed down there. And above all, guys, if you haven't subscribed, turn on your post notification. Please be sure to do that as well. I upload 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They go up bright and early between 6 and 7 a.m. my time here in good old Northern Michigan. And you guys, that is it. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Isn't it funny to think I wear that foundation color all the time? Paige, you be looking like extra oompa with some loompa, girl. I don't know, Paige, how come other people can wear shirts that don't go off their shoulders and you just can't seem to do that ever? I don't know. Ow, that was my arm. No, Paige, we thought it was your big toe. Of course it was your arm. Hey, beautiful people, welcome back. I hope... Ugh, cat hairs. Cute page, really cute.